Welcome, Leo, to my temple. This is the Temple of Tarot, Astrology, and Yoga, and my name is Ava. I'm going to be your oracle for the month of May 2026. This is a combination of astrology and the tarot, and is relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Leo. I follow the transits of Mars and Venus exclusively so that I can keep the energies more on the level of current events, and to keep it as simple as possible. Then I try to correlate the tarot reading that follows with this astrological forecast. So this month we have Mars and Venus changing signs almost at the same time, mid-month, and so we have 4 different houses being affected. Mars is in Aries in the first half of the month, and Aries is your 9th house. The 9th house is about travel, be that psychological or physical, opening up your borders of experience by traveling, maybe to a foreign country or just someplace that's foreign to you. It also is about higher education, about expanding your knowledge base, or maybe even expanding your spiritual understanding, knowing, understanding about who you are on a spiritual level. Mars is the symbol of high energy, forward-moving, aggressive energy. So you're aggressively pursuing these aspects of your chart this month. Simultaneously, Venus is in Gemini, which is your 11th house. And the 11th house is about friendships, about your social connections, and about your hopes and dreams. And Venus represents a sort of loving, very personal, intimate energy. And so, obviously, with Venus here, you're going to be socializing, networking. You'll be at your best in how you project yourself. And with Mars in the 9th, this is good as well, because we have you being social, and at the same time you're expanding your knowledge base or your territory. So it's a great time to travel, because you'll be eager to meet new people, eager to forge new friendships, and to widen your knowledge base. And you could do that with travel, or you could do that with just study. So the first half of the month is very exciting, and if you wanted to travel, this would be the time to do it. The second half of the month is a little bit more somber, a little bit more serious, as Mars moves into your 10th house of career and service, how you serve your community, and how you're viewed via your service, your products, your skills, your talents, your career, your professional influence. And again, Mars is bringing a lot of energy into this sector. Simultaneously, we have Venus moving into your 12th, and the 12th is a very deep, private, intimate house. It's ruled by Pisces, and I'm a Pisces. So it is a very reflective and self-analytical position. And so, because Mars is in the 10th, Mars is in the 10th in your career, it may be that you are reflecting rather deeply on your career, on your work, on your professional life. And at the same time, while your work is drawing you out, you need time to yourself. You need time alone. You need to really deeply consider where you are, what your real needs and desires are. So this leads to a kind of deepening of your emotional state of mind or state of being, where you are being very sensitive and in need of deeper emotional connections, maybe even via your career. So this is an interesting month. So I would recommend, if you had the means and opportunity, to travel in the first half of the month, or to get out and meet people and reconnect with friends and siblings as well, and to engage in fruitful dialogue. So that will help your career in the second half of the month, and also help you to absorb all this very active social chemistry that you're forging with others. You'll be able to digest that and absorb that in the second half of the month. So we'll leave this as the astrological forecast. So let's move on to your tarot forecast. There's links below if you would like a private and personal reading. You're the last sign I'm doing this month, so you're going to be the very first sign I do next month. Namaste, aloha, and I'll see you next month. Welcome, Leo, to your tarot forecast for May 2026, and happy spring. So Leo, let's just get right to it, because you're the last sign and you've been waiting all month. So let's just begin. This is a 4-card spread. The first card will represent the overall mood or energy of the month. And we have a Cups card. This is the Knight of Cups. He's considered to be the knight in shining armor. So he represents impulsive romance. So maybe you'll meet someone on that trip I've been suggesting for you to take. But this signals a period of that's kind of defined by emotional pursuits. Again, romantic kind of pursuits, romantic idealism, creative idealism or inspiration. You see, receiving this card with Mars in the 9th and then in the 10th, this card acts as a bridge between your active external ambitions and your internal emotional world. Venus in the 12th as well. So this is a night that's very calm, he's measured, and he's in search of deeper meaning in things. So this emphasizes the position of Mars in your 9th house of higher education and travel. This man, he's a soldier, and he represents someone who is very graceful, poetic even. So as Mars moves into your 10th of career, you pursue your career goals with tact and grace. So this is professional mastery, public recognition. You're going to find pleasure in those social gatherings predicted by Venus in the 11th, where you may even meet your Prince Charming in these social gatherings. But it's a very beautiful time for you with Venus in your 12th. You need actually to be emotionally motivated. Emotions will help you to act, to do. So this is the dream weaver. So you may be weaving dreams this month and making them come true. You have to let your heart lead where it takes you. So that is the overall energy of the month. Let's move on to your challenge. And look at this. We now have an Earth challenge, the pinnacle of the Earth series. And this is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is about tradition. It's about family. As you can see, there's a multi-generational family depicted, and the card is called wealth. So it highlights, because it's in the position of the challenge, it reflects or highlights a conflict between your long-term security and the rapid shifts occurring in your career and in your social circle. This energy here encourages you to achieve professional success and to sort of make your mark on the world through your profession, through your ability to connect, to use your social circles for professional grounding, I suppose. Or it could mean that you may feel pressured by family expectations, or by doing something the way it has always been done. This is very conservative energy. So you're challenged to be conservative. Maybe you feel that your family or your work, a tradition, is holding you back from being more creative or being able to express yourself creatively. So it could be that the challenge is to maintain stability without having to sacrifice your creative growth. Or it could be that you're clinging to the safest path forward, which may, in fact, hinder growth in the 10th or in the 9th, holding back, expanding out your knowledge base or your territorial parameters because of family disapproval But this asks you instead to be very bold, courageous, and to balance the conservative needs of your social group, your family, with your own needs. That is the challenge of the month. So let's move on to the position of the unexpected. And we have another Earth card, the one that precedes the 10. This is the 9 of Pentacles, which shows an independent, wealthy woman who has, she's almost as if she's retired. And she's basking in the material consequences of her hard work. The 9 of Pentacles. It's very much akin to the idea of wealth, as was mentioned in the 10 of Pentacles in your challenge position. So it could mean that you receive an unexpected windfall that gives you independence. This is about self-sufficiency, unexpected self-sufficiency. You may feel sort of a competitive or an intense drive to defend yourself, to defend your beliefs, your ideas, your spirituality. Or you need to defend your right to your own spiritual insights, or your desire for higher education, or maybe just to finalize those travel plans that I've been encouraging. So you could also receive sudden recognition and sudden leadership role appears. Recognition for your work, recognition for your professionalism. But it's a very magnetic time for networking through your friends, groups, or family. As the energies shift towards more private joys, inquiry in the second half of the month, you could be pursuing some kind of secret artistic endeavor, keeping things kind of private. But this really reveals a sort of plateau of abundance and plenty, of having more than enough to work with. And finally, it probably, for some of you, could be unexpected gifts, unexpected inheritance. And that is the unexpected of the month. And let's see how this all ends for you, Leo. So far, so beautiful. We have the 6 of Cups. A cup card is a card indicating deep emotions. And this is a very emotional. As you see 2 children exchanging cups of flowers. This suggests that the social shifts predicted by Venus lead you right back to a place of peace and or recognition from others, from family. That would be the or your children, in fact. Recognition from your family or your children. The 10 of Pentacles is what I was thinking of. You could also be reconnecting with an old friend, an old flame. That Knight in the Knight of Cups is a soulmate, a romantic lover. Or you could return to a career path that you were on in the past. Maybe you return to a previous company you worked for, or you return to a previous professional role that you once loved. But maybe you're just learning from your past. This is creative rebirth, reclaiming childhood talents, or reviving creative hobbies that you used to enjoy. Maybe Mars in the 11th of friendship, you're finding more comfort in smaller soul level connections with old friends or with family. It could also suggest that you take a trip to your hometown. Remember, we have Mars in the 9th of travel. Or you visit your homeland. Or you visit a location that has deep sentimental value for you. And that is the outcome for May. So we've got a beautiful assortment, quite a panoply of possible, potential ways of feeling that your life has real value, that the people around you are supporting you, that you can advance professionally, that you can develop creatively. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next month. Leo, thank you for your support. There's links below if you would like a private and personal reading. Namaste and aloha.